Hi, I'm Kevin Eikenberry, and I'm here to help you reach your potential as a leader and a human being. Welcome to Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast. Today, I'm asking you a question. How do you feel about progress? Are you ready? Let's get started. You know, I love words. The right word can make all of the difference in understanding something and in the results we get in a communication. And so I want to talk to you about two words today and the difference between them. So let me ask you a question. Do you like progress? Now, I've asked versions of that question to hundreds of people over the years. How do you feel about progress? Do you like progress? And pretty much everyone says, yeah, I like progress. Who's not for progress? And the people that aren't, the people that are being reticent, they don't say anything because they know that the predominant thought is, well, progress is good. Let me ask you a different question. Do you like change? Well, when I ask that question of a group, I get a decidedly different response. A little less energy, people a little more likely to be vocal, saying, I'm not a big fan of change. Leaves things the way they are. Things are okay. Things are just fine. Not broken, don't fix it. Not everyone likes, not nearly as many people will say that they like change as say that they like progress. But here's the next question. What's the difference between progress and change? Look them up in your thesaurus. You will see them as synonyms, and yet they're not the same, are they? Why is it that we generally like progress but don't necessarily like change? Well, the difference is this. Progress is change with a known desirable endpoint. Like if I know that this change, listen, I'm all for progress, and where I'm going to may take some work, may take some effort, but I know that that's a good place to go. So I'm willing to do that work because it's progress. It's worth it to do that work. But change is unknown and sometimes scary. We don't know where it's headed. We just know it's going to be different. And different isn't necessarily better. We know that. And without any sense that it's going to be better, or any assurance that it's going to be better, or any belief that it's going to be better, it just looks like change and thanks, but no thanks. Now, what I've just shared with you about the difference between these two words is incredibly valuable for you as a leader, for you as an influencer of change, even if it's just with your next door neighbor. See, here's the thing. As a change leader or champion, your goal is to focus on the vision. It's not about the change. It's not about the effort. It's not about the work. It's not about the how, although we have to get to the how. It's about the where are we going. It's about a vision of something, right? And it's not just about focusing on that vision, but it's one step more than that. Our job is to help people define that future in a positive way. And the way to do that isn't by simply selling it to them, but helping them see it. See, if you're a change champion, if you're in for this change, if you already see this change as progress, then you've already bought in. What you're trying to do now is to not necessarily sell your vision, but help people create theirs. When they see it as positive, then they're more likely to say, I'm in. We can get past compliance and we can get all the way to people being committed, and that's what we want. Here's the bottom line, everybody. Progress generates commitment. Because I'm all for progress. And if progress is a known desirable endpoint, and I see that endpoint and that looks good to me, then I'm in. If we as change leaders, maybe we should see ourselves as progress champions and not just change champions, because progress is different than change. Do you like progress? So does almost everybody else. Let me close with today's tweet. People can commit to change when they see a valuable post-change future. And then it isn't change at all. It's progress. Well, the idea that I just shared with you in this episode, I originally wrote the basis of it in our daily emails. And so every day, 5 days a week, I send out a daily email that in almost every case I write that morning. I wrote that one that I just talked to you about today. And you can join the daily emails for free, and we hope that you'll do that for a moment of inspiration and ideas and actionable thoughts every day, 5 days a week, in the very creatively titled daily email. I hope you'll join us. And I hope you'll be back here for another episode of Remarkable TV and the Remarkable Leadership Podcast.